Action.
Hello there, Kirkplace and the Rice Movement. Steve Chong here. We've had a really exciting day today. This has been excellent. Just come out of a phenomenal seminar, just being challenged about what is going on in the world and all the needs that are there. You've heard of, hopefully you've heard of the Micah Challenge. You've probably heard of the whole phrase of make poverty history. Well, what we've got here is a really special surprise. We've got for you, the global leader of the whole of the Micah Challenge movement. His name is Joel, and here he is. Joel, how you doing?
Thank you, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Are you loving this conference?
This has been brilliant. This has been brilliant to see so many of God's people really beginning to wrestle with the issues of poverty and really trying to find out what is God asking of us as we respond to the huge needs in our world.
Tell me about the Micah Challenge really briefly and what's the heart of it.
Look, at the beginning of this millennium, an incredible thing happened. 189 national leaders said, we are sick and tired of the fact that over 1 billion people live on less than $1 a day. And what we want to do, they said, is that by 2015, we want to reduce the amount of people living in that kind of extreme poverty by 50%.
Wow.
So they made these 8 promises. They call them the Millennium Development Goals, or the MDGs. Sounds a bit like a sports car, but it's a lot more serious than that, folks. And these 8 promises are promises to reduce extreme poverty by half. So Micah Challenge is a global Christian response to these amazing promises.
This is wonderful. Now, you are speaking to a whole stack of young people at our church at Kirkplace and also in the Rice Movement. And what would you have to say to them in terms of, I mean, they live in a rich country.
Yeah.
And what would you have to say to them as they start thinking about the world and what's going on? How do you want to encourage them in that way?
Number one,
go.
Give God thanks for all the great things He has given you. I mean, start with the look down at your tracks, your tracksuit or your trainers, and say, God, thank you. I am a privileged person. No need to get hung up about it. No need to die with guilt. But then say, how can I, from all that God has given me, bless the rest of the world? What's the fact that 350 million women die every day? Sorry, 350,000 women die every day in childbirth, or 9 million kids die before the age of 5. What's that got to do with me? And here's the place to start. Not just by looking around and feeling bad about the size of the task. Look in your own heart and ask, what is God saying to me? For example, does He give me a real passion about kids living in poverty? Have I got a real passion for kids not having education? Am I really worried about 1 billion people living without sanitation or clean water? And then, why don't you get on the website and find out where are the organizations actually doing something about that?
Yeah.
And how do you get involved, giving your time or your money or your talent? Every one of us can do something about poverty and really take it out to bite-sized chunks.
Absolutely. Well, guys, that's it from you. Hold that for me. That's it, and I hope you really loved that. That was Joel from the Micah Challenge. Get excited out there, Rice and Kirkplace. Let's try and do what God has called us to do, love our neighbour, to be a blessing to the world, and let's see where this leads us.
Fabulous.